Hi everyone, and welcome to this AWS walkthrough. Whether you're a student, a researcher, or just curious about cloud computing, this video will help you get started with Amazon Web Services step by step. I recommend following along with me as I go through the steps. That way, by the end of the video, you'll have your own AWS account set up and ready to use. And if you get stuck at any point, feel free to drop a question in the comments. I'll be happy to help. We'll cover how to sign up to AWS without spending money, how to secure your account, and how to avoid any surprise bills. Here's a quick look at what we'll go through. First, how to create an AWS account. Then, how to secure your root account. That's the main account with full control over everything. After that, we'll look at the difference between the root account and an IAM user and create a safer IAM user for everyday work. We'll also set up a billing alarm to stay within the free tier. And finally, I'll walk you through the AWS Console so you know how to navigate it with confidence. So, let's get started. And if you like this video, please hit a like button and subscribe for all the future courses. So let's go into how we can sign up to AWS root account. Alright, first type aws.amazon.com/free on your web browser. Now this is how it looks like. It is where new users can sign up for AWS free tier, and you have 12 months, as you can see here, 12 months of free trial. And these are some of the services that are included in the free trial. For example, 2 months of Amazon, SageMaker AI, and all the other services. After which, you will go first on create a free account. You click there, and then you will come to this page where you will click on new to AWS sign up. Okay. After you click on that, you will get this sign up page where you will write your email ID. For example, I'm going to write aibiospark@gmail.com. And account name, I'm going to type AI Biospark. Next, I'll click on verify email address. I will get some characters that I need to type. So it's P4D5CB. Whatever characters you have, you can type that and submit it. After which, I'll get a verification code on my email ID. So my verification code and then verify. You can put your password now, or whatever password you want to set. Ensure that it meets the requirements, and I'm going to set my password and then confirm again my root user password, and then continue step 1 of 5. Okay, 5 steps. This is the first step that we have completed. After which, you'll add in all your personal details, your full name, country code, address, city, state, postal code. And since it's personal, I'm going to click on personal usage of this AWS. Once you add in all those details, you are going to click on the next step, continue to the next step. Then the billing information, again, it is written there that they might hold up $1, but nothing more than that. And just add in all your details, and then you can click on verify and continue to step 3 of 5. As shown here. I'm going to add my details as well. Okay. So after which, you have to write your phone number to confirm your identity. I will write my phone number, and then I will click on send SMS. That is fourth step of the 5th step, second last step. So once you do that, you'll again have some verification characters. For me, it's 5px52z, and then submit. You'll get a verification code on your phone, write up that code, and then you can continue to the next step. That's the 5th step. So click on the continue button. And here you will select the basic support, which is free for us. Once you select that, complete sign up. And yes, that's all. You'll have a congratulations page, and you have successfully created your AWS account, and now you can start exploring. Alright, now that we have created our root account, the next crucial step is don't use it. Seriously, you only use the root account for setting up your AWS environment. Think of it like the master key to your entire cloud kingdom. Instead, we create something called as IAM user, that stands for Identity and Access Management, which we will be creating in our next slide. An IAM user is like a regular account that you can assign to yourself, your teammates, or for any other applications. Each IAM user can have its own username, password, and custom permission. Let me give you a quick analogy. Think of AWS like a research lab. The root account, which we created in our previous slide, is the principal investigator. They set up the lab, get the funding, and can do everything. But do you really want the PI to be opening every reagent bottle, cleaning every pipette, or manually labeling tubes? No. That's where IAM user comes in. They are like the postdocs, grad students, and lab techs. You give them access based on their role. One might only read data, another might launch experiments, and someone else can manage the equipment. Why do we only use IAM account or mostly IAM account? Because it's safer, no accidental deletion or full leaks. It's trackable. You know exactly who did what, and it's flexible. You can fine-tune what each user can or cannot do. So let's talk about the actual difference between the root account which we created and the IAM users which we will be creating. Root account is created during AWS sign up, as we did before. There is only one root account per AWS account. It has full unrestricted access to everything in AWS, billing, account deletion, everything. It should be locked down tightly and protected with MFA, Multi-Factor Authentication, which we will be doing in our next slide. And root account is used only for critical tasks like closing the account, managing billing, or creating the first IAM user. On the other hand, IAM users are created after signing up. You can have many IAM users under a single AWS account. IAM users get only the permissions you assign. For example, read only or full access to S3, which we will see, no access to billing. All those different permissions that you will assign, that is what IAM users will get. And lastly, IAM users are for everyday tasks like launching EC2 instances, uploading files, running code, etc. So these are the basic difference between the root account and IAM users. In our next slide, we will see how to firstly secure your root account and next to create an IAM user. Okay, so now that we have signed into our AWS using our root account, the first thing we want to do, as I mentioned previously, is to secure it. Remember, we don't want to keep using our root account for everyday tasks. It's like using a master key for grabbing coffee, just too risky. So first, let's secure it with multi-factor authentication, and then we create an IAM user for our everyday task, okay? Alright, so here we are going to do two steps. The first one is to secure our root user, and the second one is to create our user, that is IAM user, right? So once you had created your root account, you came to the last page of congratulations. Then you will go to your console again, AWS Management Console. Once you click there, you will come to this page. Now what I am going to do is, in the search bar, I am going to type IAM. And then click on IAM here. It will tell me security recommendation, add MFA for root user. So add MFA, that's what we wanted to do first, right? It will ask me for the device name, write whatever you feel like. I'm going to write, let's say, AI BioSpark. And then there are different ways in which you can do MFA. You can use the Authenticator app, passkey, or hardware OTP. I'm going to say Authenticator app. That's easier for me. And click next. Okay, so next. And then it will tell me to show QR code. So for that, I have to first download the Authenticator app in my phone or anywhere. So this is the one that I have done, which is called as Microsoft Authenticator. Once you have that, you will scan it with your phone, the QR code, and then you will write your MFA code, which keeps on changing after 30 seconds. So whatever I got on my phone, I am typing it down, and then I will do add MFA. That's it. You are done. You have secured your root account. What you will do is you'll go to dashboard, and then you will refresh this so that that notification is gone and your root user has MFA now. Next, you will click on users in this panel, as I have clicked here, and you will create user. Okay, here you will type the username. I'm going to just say AI BioSpark. And then you will provide user access if you want, and then you will create an IAM user. So now we are in this page where you have to create an IAM user. Here I will do custom password for my IMF user, and then I will go to, I will unclick this because I just want my custom password, and then I go to next step. Here you will attach policies. So here there are different permissions that you can give to the user. So I'm going to say which policy to be attached, and here I will do administrator access because it's just for me, right? So I'm giving the entire access to that person and click next. But depending, you can change the access if you want. So once I click next, you have all these details here, and then you will continue. Everything looks great. And this is where it's very important. You will email the instructions if you want. You will download the CSV file, because here you'll have your account number, your username, and your password. Okay, your account number are these numbers here. Okay, so I have downloaded everything, and then I return to the page where I can see that the user has been created here. You see here? So which means that we have created our first user, IAM user, AI BioSpark. I have my username, I have my account ID and my password that I have created, and I have downloaded all that instructions just because in case if I forget, but you can bookmark it as well. So the account number is again those numbers which you will see in the downloaded file. Okay, so that is how you will log into your IAM account. Okay, so yes, we are done with this. Let's go to the next step now. Alright, so now we have created our IAM user account. Also, we have secured our root account behind MFA, right? We did that in our previous slide. Now, there's one more thing that we need to do in our root account. So, we are still in our root account, right? So, we created our IMF user, we did secure our root account. The last thing that we need to do is billing access. Now, you must have noticed that the IAM user, that is AI BioSpark, which I created in the previous slide, had this administrator access, right? Which someone would question that, you should see billing information there as well. But by default, even if that IAM user has administrator access, you can't see billing information. It's like giving someone the keys to the lab, but locking the fridge with all the grant money inside. So if you want to keep tabs on what you are spending, we need to enable billing access manually. Now let's go through the step how we do that before your wallet starts sweating. And we have to do that in our root account. Okay, so we are still in our root account, and let's do the billing alarm for us now. Alright, so what we are going to do is we are going to create a billing alarm. Now, as we had typed IAM in our search bar, similarly, what I am going to type is billing preferences. Billing preferences. Once you have that, click on billing preferences. And then you will go on alert preferences. So click on edit and tick both of them to receive notification about your billing alarm on your email ID that you had assigned. For me, it was AI BioSpark. So click on both and then update it. And here you have set your alarm preferences. Now you will type CloudWatch on the search bar. Again, CloudWatch to create a billing alarm. Okay, so we type CloudWatch and then you click on CloudWatch. Okay, so once you come here, you will see on your left panel there is something called as alarm here in the dashboard. So click on alarm and click on billing. Okay, once I do that, you need to create alarm. Okay, create alarm. So click on create alarm. Now ensure one thing, that your location here is North Virginia, because billing can only be set at this location, US East 1 North Virginia. So if it is different, change it. Now here everything is fine. Estimated charges USD, maximum 6 hours. Here you will type the amount that you want. So anything greater than 10 USD, I want the alarm. Next I will type, click on additional configuration, one-on-one, and treat missing data as missing. So yeah, everything looks great for me. I am gonna click the next button. Here I will configure actions. So I am going to click on create new topic. And for me, the topic that I have labeled as billing alarm. You can click whatever, you can type whatever you want, but don't ensure that there is no space there. Okay, so I have created billing alarm, and this alarm has to be sent to this email ID for me. Okay, so that I know that I have exceeded $10, then they will send me an alarm. And then I'm gonna click create topic for me. Okay, so I am gonna click create topic, and then yes, that's great. And then everything here, I don't have to change anything, and then click next. So here alarm name, whatever name you want, I'm gonna say billing alarm again. And after that, if you want description, you can write description, or you can skip that and click next. So here everything looks great. Yeah, the description and everything is fine. And then I'm gonna create alarm next. And this is the alarm that I have created. I have a warning sign to confirm that my email ID. I confirm it and then I refresh it. So it has been confirmed. You do the same for yourself. And then after this is done, you have created your alarm. Okay. And now you can sign out from your root account. Done. We don't need root account anymore. Now when you sign in, you have to sign in using your IAM username, account ID and password. So you have downloaded that file if you have followed the steps that I have gone through. So you will write the account ID, which is those numbers in the link. You will use your IAM username, which is already mentioned there in the downloaded file, and your password, whatever password you have created, and you will sign in to your IAM user interface. Okay, so lastly, we'll take a quick tour of our AWS services. Until now, we have created our root account, we have secured our root account, we have created our IAM user, we have created billing alarm, we have logged out from our root account, and we have logged in to our IAM user account, okay, with your account number, your username and your password. Or when you download the file, you also get the link. You just click the link. You don't have to put the account number. You can just put your username and password. After all this, let's take a quick tour to some of our AWS services. So let's go through AWS Console. This is my IAM user interface. First, what I want to show you is the location here. So I am at North Virginia, but there are several other locations that you can select from, Canada or any other location. For billing, it's North Virginia though. Then your account details are mentioned here, your account ID and all the other information. Then let's look into something important. What kind of services? So you click on all services and you see there are so many services, right? And I like how they are sorted in different categories. For example, machine learning, Amazon SageMaker, and several others. I mean, the list goes on and on. If you are interested in robotics, or if you are interested in machine learning, we also used some of the services from here. But if you remember CloudWatch for billing alarm, so there's several services here. But you can also search services that you want. One of the services, let's say AWS Healthomics. So you can click here, but you can also pin this if you are using it very often, so that it appears on your dashboard. Now, if I click on AWS Healthomics, a beautiful service. There is an entire documentation, and every information you can see here. You have tutorials, you have documentation, you have benefits, features, use cases. So there are a lot of information for each services. And finally, yes, you can log out, you can sign out from here, and that's all for your AWS tour. We will definitely use some of the services in the courses, in few of my other courses. Please check out my channel to know more about it. Alright, so let's wrap this up with a quick walkthrough of everything we just did, so you know exactly where you stand before diving into AWS services. We started by creating an AWS root account. That's your main account with full privileges. But we don't use it for everyday stuff. It's like your master key, powerful but best kept in the vault. Then we secured the root account with multi-factor authentication using an authenticator app. This adds an extra lock on the door so that nobody accidentally breaks into your cloud kingdom. That's your root account. Next, we created an IAM user. For me, it was AI BioSpark. That's the account we'll use for daily work. We gave it admin permissions. As I mentioned that I'm going to use it, so I have given admin permission. But remember, IAM is flexible, so you can always assign limited access to team members later. Because AWS likes to keep your billing info locked down, we had to manually enable billing access for IAM users. Otherwise, you'd be flying blind with no clue of how much you are spending. Although you won't be spending right now because you are AWS free tier, and you know what all services are included in AWS free tier. Then we created a CloudWatch billing alarm set at $10. That's what was for me, but you can set it for $2 or $1 or like $100 just to be safe. We created a new SMS topic, added our email, confirmed the subscription, and now we are officially monitoring our spending like pros. Before we wrap, I gave you a quick tour of our AWS console. And now you're officially ready to explore AWS with a secure account, spending protection, and a working knowledge of the console layout. If you want to get hands-on experience and actually build in cloud, not just watch, then check out my course on cloud computing for biologists. We go step by step through real-world use cases, AWS services, and project-based learning, all tailored for researchers and students in life sciences. The link is in the description below. Hope to see you there. Bye.